What's going on, YouTube? We got this 2010 Toyota Camry. We had a grinding sound from the front passenger side wheel. The bearings are shot. If you want to replace this on your own, unless you have a bearing press, you're gonna fail. I know some people say they can beat the fucking bearing out. I wouldn't even waste my time. Solution is, if you don't have sufficient funds, you can always go to the junkyard and take the whole knuckle. Alright, it's not that hard. Break the 34mm axle nut, remove the two brake caliper bracket bolts, take out the two strut bolts, release the tie rod and the ball joint. Now on these, if your ball joint is bad, this would be a perfect time to replace it, because the replacement ball joints are bolted on. So I would take the bolts off if you replaced it already. If not, you just have to take it out like you would a regular ball joint, or regular ball joint. What I did was I loosened everything up, then I tilted the knuckle this way, and with the hammer I hit right here on the side. So I held it like this, I hit it right there on the side, and it popped off. Now mind you, I just replaced my bearing not too long ago, so it's not as tight. Alright, so if you go to the junkyard and you get the whole knuckle, you can replace it for under $100, everything. Other than that, if you want to reuse your knuckle, at the shop they're going to charge you $50 to press the bearing out and $50 to press it in. And you have to take them the knuckle, so it's way too much work to go that way. If you do have the funds, then just go ahead and buy the whole knuckle online. Alright, we got a replacement knuckle right here. Comes with the axle nut, the bearing, everything. And we just installed that bad boy. We paid around $200 and something for the whole knuckle. And so far I've been working on this for less than an hour. I already got everything off. Taking it off is the hard part. Putting it on is going to be fucking easy. Also, the knuckle's going to be a little tight to come off for the strut. That's because your link is in position. Just kind of, wiggle it around, mess with it, you'll get it to come out. And then also, when you do remove the axle, remember, don't let the axle pull out this way, or your bearings will pop out of the little housing in there, and then it's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit back into the strut smoothly. It's gonna sit out. It's supposed to fall right in place. And then that's pretty much all you gotta do. And that's what I'm doing. Alright, I'm gonna install this new one. Smooth, look at that. Smooth. This shit was done. Alright guys, let me see. Let's see. Your ball joint Lower ball joint nut is a 19. Your tie rod nut is a 17. The bolts and the nut on the strut are 22 on both sides. You got a 10mm bolt holding the brake line right here. And then on the actual knuckle, you have your ABS sensor. And that's held down by a 10mm bolt also. I think that's it, guys. Make sure you support your car with some jack stands. Always, always, before you get under it. Got my jack, my wheel under there too. Got my boards on the floor. The floor's a little moist. That way it doesn't sink in. And then putting it back, same thing. Do lower ball joint, axle, strut, caliper, tie rod. Well, rotor, then caliper, and then your wheel, and then you're done. But these are your options. Go with a used one for under $100, or buy a new one for $250. Zero in labor costs. You gotta do what you gotta do, guys. Let's keep these babies running. Keep these babies running, because they make them like shit now. Alright, guys.